Alrighty, episode 1 of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender live action. So when this came out was when I started the original Avatar: The Last Airbender on my channel. It was a show that I was familiar with and had on my watch list for well over 15 years. Finally got around to it, absolutely loved it, and I've just finished The Legend of Korra as well. Absolutely loved that as well. And now here we are. Now I think I'm really going to enjoy this. I did watch The Last Airbender movie and it was absolutely horrible. A lot of people over on that video wanted me to watch this as well. I've heard a lot of differing opinions about whether or not this is good. I have seen 10 seconds of footage of this. I walked out when my housemate was watching it. It was towards the end of the season. And from what I saw in that 10 seconds, I was very, very satisfied. The animation looked really cool. The casting choices looked really good. It was only a little bit, but it was enough to get me even more interested than I already was. I love the idea of live actions. They're so hard to get right. I've seen a lot of really bad ones. I've seen some that have been all right, but I think I'm going to find a lot of things that I will enjoy here. I am the kind of person that wants live actions or any sort of readaptation to be as faithful to the original as possible, especially when it's something as good as The Last Airbender. We've got 8 episodes here covering the first season of The Last Airbender, which was 20 episodes, but these are long episodes as well. This is stuff that I like. I'm really curious just to get right into this episode and see exactly what we're working with, and then I think I'll have a pretty good idea of what to expect for the rest of this season. And I have seen that seasons 2 and 3 have been, I think, confirmed as well, which is really exciting. So without any further ado, I'm going to get into episode 1 here. There'll be full uncut watch-along versions available on Patreon as well as early access if that's something you're interested in, and then we'll finally be done with almost everything to do with the Avatar universe. I've still got the comics. So with all that being said, like and subscribe and enjoy the video. The comet? Straight up. Oh, this is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Capital City. Okay, we're in the Fire Nation, no? Very, very dark. So the comet's there. Is this well in the past? Okay. He's an earthbender. Looks not bad so far, I'm not gonna lie. If only I could see anything. Man, he tanked that. I like what they're doing with the earthbending. Big upgrade from the movie, let me tell you that. So what is that? Is that a scroll?
You're going to start a war. Oh no!
Whoever this guy is, he's really doing the most.
Your battle plans are already on their way to the Earth Kingdom.
Good. That means all eyes will be on the Earth Kingdom.
And not the Air Nation when it goes after the Avatar.
All eyes but ours.
So this is Sozin, right?
We aren't the real target.
My sights are set higher.
Higher. Literally. I didn't know we were doing it like this, man. Well, he's got the thing in his head.
This is about one who lives among them, the only one who could possibly stand in our way.
But the Avatar is yet to be revealed.
Which is why we have to kill them all.
Setting the tone straight away. Little prequel action, I like it. Here we go. Water. Kyoshi.
Earth. Fire. Air. For millennia, the 4 nations have lived in harmony.
Not Katara. Oh.
The one person with the ability to master all 4 elements and protect the delicate balance between nations.
The CGI is very obvious, but it's so much better than the movie, man. And I don't really mind CGI. Also, I did pick up on the backdrop of where Sozin was. Looked very much like The Last Airbender.
And so,
Oh, look at
Fire Lord
Roku.
Sozin the ruthless leader of the Fire Nation, believes this is his moment to launch a merciless campaign to conquer the
That was a sick
world.
graphic.
The next master of all four elements, an airbender, who may not be ready for the responsibility of becoming the Avatar.
Not bad, man. Hey, talk to me then. I'm here for it. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Now, we're clearly still in the past. Look at it. Look at the boy. Look at him. Oh no. Gyatso? That's gotta be Gyatso. Yeah, he's got the necklace on. Show me Appa. I like the details on the arrow still. I hope they can capture, you know, how much of a kid he is, you know? How much fun he liked to have. They're doing a good job, I think, so far.
What? I was just enjoying the view.
There may come a day when you wish you'd spent more time with your teachers.
They're crazy for putting that line in there, man.
You and the other students better go help set up for the Great Comet Festival.
Is this before they know he's the Avatar?
Look, up there!
Oh shit. Oh, look at all the bison. So crazy they opened the show like this. Obviously not faithful, but so far it's technically new. It's stuff we already knew, right? But
Did you tell him?
oh, they know they haven't told him yet.
It wasn't the right time.
Oh, it's kind of cool that we spend some time with Gyatso here before what
youngest
happens, right?
airbender
Oh, I
in
hope we get to
history
see a bit of
to
that.
receive the markings of a master, but he is only 12.
It's a cool area.
He could fail to be everything we need him to be, and he and the world might never recover from that.
I like how much they emphasize how much Gyatso cares about Aang.
Are Comet Festivals always this much work?
Well, the last one was 100 years ago, and believe it or not, I'm actually not old enough to have seen that.
Is that the one Avatar we see?
Most received their markings in the main hall, but I wanted you to receive yours in the presence of Yang Chen,
Yang Chen.
last air nomad to be the Avatar. After Yang Chen's death came Kuruk of the Water Tribes, then Kyoshi of the Earth Kingdom.
And then the
The
goat.
miracle in the Fire Nation.
Yes, sir.
The next Avatar will once again be an airbender.
Are you picking up what he's putting down, Aang?
Aang, you have always been special. The most talented airbender I have ever known.
I never asked to be special.
But you,
In character.
you are the Avatar. The nation is embarked. Only the Avatar, the one person who can master all four elements, can save the world.
Hell of a bomb to drop.
The world needs you, Aang. You're to leave right away so you can begin training in the other disciplines.
It's a lot.
Right away? Leave my friends? Leave home? Leave you?
Always remember who you are, because I can't imagine a better person to have been given this power.
Dude, Gyatso is just a realist.
I don't want the power.
Which is why you will make a great Avatar.
Can't I just keep pretending I'm your friend?
Pretending.
You are my friend. You will always be my friend.
I can't with Gyatso. And then he runs away with Appa. I kind of enjoyed this little prequel. Show me the boy. Look at him. Look at him. Yep, yep.
Couldn't sleep either, huh?
He's a big fella.
I know who I am. I like to play airball and eat banana cakes and goof off with my friends.
That's facts.
That's who I am. Not someone who can stop the Fire Nation.
Not yet.
Not someone who can stop a war.
Building up his character a lot already. Before we even get to the start of the show, if you will.
I don't want the responsibility. I'm scared of my power. I'm scared of being alone.
Yeah, Appa's a real one, man. Damn, is Appa crying as well? Stop it.
You're right. Just need to go over things that always make more sense.
Well, he said it. But this is making me think he's gonna see the Fire Nation pull up and then run. 'Cause he's not actively running away here. Oh, here we go. Why is it so dark, man? Yeah, here they come. I'm actually kind of down to see this all happen though. Do we get to see Gyatso, what he does? Oh shit. Maybe Aang comes back, he sees what's happened, and then he leaves.
Brothers and sisters, we're under attack!
Bro, that's kind of crazy how they pull up in the fire. Okay. Hey, anyone with tattoos is a master, man. Good. Oh, okay.
Come with me, quickly!
He did a good job. The storm. Well, I think at this point he just doesn't make it back. It's just he wasn't actively trying to run away. That's why I was a bit confused. I mean, we never got to see this, but we knew it happened. I don't mind these sequences. I just can't see anything. Yeah. Okay, that pleases me. Okay, yeah, Aang's not coming back.
Stay down.
It's crazy because you know that no one survives this. Even those kids, man. Alright, it's starting to happen. Yep. Oh, God. The burn marks, man. I'm so apprehensive because I know what's about to happen, you know? Demon. This is not the cartoon, man. People are dying everywhere on screen. Oh, this is good juxtapositioning as well. Oh! Right, Gyatso, talk to him. My guy. Oh no. Oh shit, that's kind of cool, man.
You may have prevailed on another night,
But not with the comet.
but not when we have the power of the comet.
He gonna do it. Uh-huh. Now it's too bright. I ain't mad at that though. Are we straight to the present? That's Katara. Look at the hair loopies, man. It's the exact same. Where's the boy? Ah, okay, this is the ship. Wolf Cove. Nah, she looks great, man. I'm very happy with that.
All right, listen up. We've been manning the wall in 3-hour shifts, but it seems some of you can't be trusted to stay at your posts. Is there a problem? Didn't think so. Okay, back to your duties.
Okay, Sokka?
The fishing boats came back empty. Just proves if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Yeah, they just don't appreciate your incredible leadership skills.
That's right, they don't realize it. Very funny.
Better than the movie, which to be honest isn't that hard to do. Now here we go.
Where were you before?
Don't worry, no one could see me. Not that it matters.
Of course it matters. If anyone from the Fire Nation finds out you're a waterbender,
No one from the Fire Nation has approached the village in years.
Well, that's fair, I think.
you should be helping out more around the village anyway.
Not everything is about preparing to fight.
We're at war,
Waterbending is what built our culture. And if Dad were here...
but he's not here. I am.
Okay, I see what they're doing.
Katara. Katara. Soak later, paddle now.
He is a hard character to get right though, I get it.
Good job.
I'm not doing this.
Well, this is different. I mean, this would be where Aang is.
What is that?
That's the boy in the iceberg. Uh-huh.
Huh. Weird.
So it's like, I guess, like it pulled them into here. You know, the whole destiny thing. It was meant to happen. Uh-oh. Is it Zuko time and Iroh? There's a lot riding on this for me. Oh, Zuko. I almost forgot his hair starts off like this.
Katara?
Oh, they're doing it like this. Show me him. Here's the scar. I need to hear him talk. I need to see his personality. And he breathes angrily. That's a dope shot.
Finally.
Okay. Where's Appa? If he doesn't say the line, I'm gonna be so mad.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing?
Sokka.
You're not thinking of leaving him.
Katara, a strange glowy iceberg just exploded and left behind a mysterious little bald person. What part of that makes you think, great, let's bring him home?
Well, there's a bit of classic Sokka.
We can't just leave him out here.
I don't like this. Why listen to me? I'm just responsible for the safety of the village.
Okay, no, they're getting there with it. Where's Appa? Hello? Oh, he's still in there. Oh, shit.
The only settlement in that area is Water Tribe Village in the South Pole Territory. That's where we have to go.
Iroh!
Where you think we'll find the Avatar?
Yes.
Sometimes light beams are nothing more than celestial glimmers in the winter sky.
For 3 years, I've chased down every hint, every rumor, every whisper of the Avatar.
Prince Zuko, I don't think your father would want you.
My father has banished me until I find the Avatar, and that's exactly what I'll do.
He's doing a good job, I think.
It's hard to see you get your hopes up every time you see a sign. Perhaps it's time to consider.
Oh, I
that
see
the throne
Azula
isn't
back there.
everything.
It may not have been for you, but for me, it's my destiny.
Say the H word. I hope Iroh grows on me. Obviously, once again, a very unique character. Curious as to how they do this as well. 100 years later. What's the vibe, Aang? His outfit is good. I like that. That's all he wants, man.
Hey, get away from him!
Oh, this will be good.
What did I say about keeping your guard up? He could be the enemy.
The enemy? I'm not the enemy.
Then who are you?
I'm Aang. Where am I? Appa? Appa!
He's only just realized.
Where's Appa? Have you seen him?
Yeah,
Is he flying around?
that's not strange at all.
Who is an airbender?
Oh, he got the whistle on him straight away.
Have you seen Appa? My sky bison? 6 legs, horns, brown arrows, sky bison.
I think they're doing a good job with Aang as well. Oh, yes, sir! Oh, and he brought his staff. Good boy.
Sky bison.
Sokka.
You say you went down in a storm?
Came upon
Damn, is
some-
this a rib cage? Of what, like a whale?
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished.
It's still not Katara.
Everyone in the village knows this story, but you don't. do you, young man? Because you've been trapped in that ice this whole time, 100 years ago.
And there it is. Let that sink in.
He is the last Airbender.
Name drop.
How come his omens never take us somewhere with hot springs, huh?
Is there something you want to say, Lieutenant Shi?
No, sir.
Let me make something clear. Our mission is vital to the future of the Fire Nation. We will prove ourselves worthy, and we will see our homes and families again.
The armor looks good too.
Or we will die trying.
Look at him. I need him to start talking about tea, I think. That's what I need.
100 years. All my friends, everyone I know, they're all gone.
I'm sorry. Believe me, I know how hard it is to lose the people you love. When I was little,
I enjoy the height difference is accurate as well.
Until the Firebenders came. We were never really ready. Until we have to be.
Kind of like this.
But the Waterbenders are still fighting back. Especially in the north. And the Earth Kingdom is still holding strong.
Bro, I can't wait to see Toph. I know that's like in the next season or whatnot, but... Very aggressive. I think this is a good Zuko.
Now, how about a nice cup of jasmine tea?
Uh-huh.
Say we find the Avatar and you're able to defeat him. A mission your father believed to be impossible. And so your return home may be unexpected.
I like that they're planting these seeds really early.
You're wrong.
The monks told me bending is about energy and balance. By feeling the energy around you, you can find balance.
It's gonna be sick to see Katara develop her bending, even throughout just this season.
Nice!
I wasn't even really trying.
That's good. You just have to let go.
I like that Aang teaches Katara a little bit here as well.
Katara?
Uh-oh. It's Zuko time.
He's more than the last Airbender, aren't you? You are the Avatar.
I knew he was hiding something.
Sokka!
When the world needed the Avatar the most, he vanished. Because he's a coward.
Don't do Sokka like this.
You need to go hide.
Sokka, I wanna...
Katara, now.
Sokka and Zuko's first interaction is so hilarious, man. I know it won't be the same. Oh, shit.
I am Prince Zuko, firstborn son of Fire Lord Ozai. We merely seek someone who does not belong here. Someone who is not one of you.
These kids with their rocks.
Where is he?
Sokka, you can't do this. You can't give him to
He
them.
doesn't belong here.
It's wrong, and you know that.
What I know is that Dad told me to protect the village.
Yes, but remember what Mom told us too. She said that we have to protect those who can protect themselves. Sokka, don't you see? He's the Avatar.
And he lied to us about it.
He didn't lie, he just didn't say anything.
You have to give people something to live for. That's what the Avatar is. He's hope.
Hope. Oh shit! I saw that.
I am Sokka, son of Hakoda, lord of, snow and ice.
Oh god, that's my boy.
Let's settle this between us, leader to leader. You really need an army? I thought you Firebenders had some guts.
Accept.
I really hope he just sits Sokka down. Sokka's doing a good job here. Not dying.
Who needs an army now?
There we go. But Sokka did the right thing. His character's already all over the place this episode. He's already had a development. Ah, you hear it? I hear it.
Can't be.
He's just a boy. Oh, the kicking is sick, man. And the surrender? Sokka. Oh, it's the kids.
Enough games. Burn the whole place to the ground.
No! I'll go with you. Just leave him alone. I'm the one you're looking for.
Get him.
Wait! It's okay, Katara. No one has ever fought for me before.
Aww.
I think you're the bravest person I've ever met.
Sokka's ego? Phew. I really like what they've done with Zuko. That's probably my favorite part of this thus far. But he really looks like Sokka there as well.
We have to do something. Sokka, we have to help him. Sokka!
Okay, listen up. Make sure to reinforce the braces on the gate, and don't fall behind on drills. I saw some real sloppiness out there today. You're in charge.
Good boy, Sokka.
Now, let's go save that weird kid.
Now, do we get all of this in this episode too? Oh, it's him.
Can I ask you something?
Forgive me. I'm Iroh, son of Fire Lord Azula.
The goat.
Why did the Fire Nation start this war?
Some people say it is within our nature to expand and consume, like fire itself. Others believe that true stability in this world can only happen under our rule. So the drive to conquer is a drive for peace and unity.
But peace comes from respecting life.
For most of us, it doesn't matter how this war started. It only matters how it can end. And the
Spit,
belief
Iroh.
is that by capturing you, the Fire Nation can finally bring that about.
The belief, not the fact.
Is that what you believe?
I must leave. But I look forward to many more conversations with you, Avatar.
As do I.
In the meantime, I'll have some jasmine tea sent to you.
Goat.
It's quite soothing.
I like that interaction. Obviously something that doesn't happen, but they really make you like Iroh, you know? But I do love the way that Aang just fights his way out, like instantly, you know? And then fights Zuko. I hope that still happens.
It won't be easy to catch them.
I know. Hopefully you can find a swift current. Maybe draft off their wake.
Or we could go another way.
In the boy.
There's no way you're getting me on that.
Good. Sokka's growing on me. Oh, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. Yep. Is that young Chen, maybe? Kyoshi. Damn, he took it with him. Is that Gyatso's? No, oh, it's his staff. Excuse me, it's the same symbol. Now, I don't know if they were there. I wasn't looking for them, but I wanted to see if his blue spirit swords were in the room. He just stealthed his way out of there. Take him back to the ship. Oh, he's going straight into the water, and we're gonna see the Avatar state. This is how they're gonna do it. Oh, shit!
Hey, kid! Sokka!
Damn, that was clutch. Give me the Zuko and Iroh tandem firebending. Hey, yo! What that was? Oh shit, was Katara? Okay, they had to sneak that in there. Because Katara doesn't get to do her backwards ice thing here. I feel like all of this was them trying to fit, I guess, the first 2 episodes into this whole episode 1, along with the prequel stuff. So they skipped a lot here. Oh, this is nice.
So where do we go?
Yep, we're going straight there. Now, I believe this was episode 3, the Southern Air Temple. It looks really cool. Are we gonna knock all of this out as well? Because we've already seen what happened. We don't really have to relive it that much. He might have his crazy Avatar state moment, which will make up for the one we just missed. And then it's Kyoshi time. Ah, yep. Yep, that's where Gyatso is. Was. It would make sense for them to end it here. When the world realizes that the Avatar's back, when Aang goes into the Avatar state. Oh, here it is, yep.
Gyatso.
This could be it.
Now
I just got
this
chills.
would be a huge burden for anyone. Always remember who you are.
Here it comes. The music change. Oh, it's pretty epic, man.
I can't imagine a better person to have been given this power.
Bro, this shot. Ah, transition.
You are my friend. You will always be my friend.
It's like Gyatso sees Anki here and not so much Katara, but the friendship part stays true. Someone he cares about. Man, these kids are doing a good job, man. There we go. The actors, I mean, they're doing a good job. Oh, what about the... I want to see the room with all the statues. I guess it's not there. It might just be young Chen.
They made the ultimate sacrifice. For me. I need to make sure their deaths weren't in vain.
Good.
Complete my training and master all the other bending skills so I can bring balance back to the world.
Oh, is that all?
This was my goal. It's only after we've lost something that we realize how
But
much
that boy
it
is
means to us.
sketching. Oh, they're gonna do it like this.
How we do anything to get it back.
Here comes the music again.
Anything.
Oh, no, this is good because it's Zuko's honor as well they're talking about here.
I'm the Avatar. And this is just the beginning.
And that's it. Let me grab some of these actors' names. All right, Gordon Cormier is Aang. Dallas James Liu is Zuko. He's done a fantastic job. I'm really happy with him. Ooh, this might challenge me. Kia Wentio is Katara. Ian Olsley, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's Sokka. Paul Sun Hyung Lee, that's got to be Iroh. And that's all I need for now. Look, these kids already are doing a much better job than the ones in the movie. And the script writers have given them a lot more to work with. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, a lot of this has been reimagined in some ways. And they've done things in their own way, which to this point I can respect. It's going to be very, very easy to talk about what's not here, you know, and what we would like to be here. So what I'm going to do is in the discussions, I will talk about all the things that I liked, what actually happened first, and then afterwards I'll talk about what wasn't there, if I was okay with it or not, and perhaps give some reasons as to why I think they left some things out. Alrighty, so that was a lot to pack into a pilot episode. Not only did they throw in a whole prequel there of what happened to Aang, but they covered, I think, most of the first 3 episodes of the show, the original. I think the thing that was missing though, obviously they've gone very quickly through what was episode 3, but I'm pretty sure a lot of Aang in the original at the Southern Air Temple is juxtapositioned with Zuko. So I'll just quickly check that on the original. Yeah, that's right. It's Zuko and Xiao and that whole interaction. And I think they have their Agni Kai in this episode as well. Yes, they do. So maybe we'll get that in the next episode. Right, so the prequel was good because I think at the same time, they try to cater for people that haven't seen the original. So this really sets the tone rather than just jumping into, you know, Sokka and Katara finding Aang and then kind of going backwards from there. But the biggest takeaway from this whole prequel is Gyatso, right? We get a lot on Gyatso, I think in episode 3 in all of Aang's flashbacks, but this really builds it up beforehand and they kind of reimagine obviously what happens with Aang and how he leaves. Instead of, you know, running away, he's, I believe, just gone to kind of clear his head. He's just been told he's the Avatar, and unfortunately, and fortunately, that was the night the Fire Nation attacked. I actually enjoy we got to see that. And it was the night of the storm when he and Appa got frozen. I really enjoyed the opening sequence of this episode as well. Mind you, when it gets really dark, I can't see a thing. I don't know if that's my setup or whatnot. It got a lot better, obviously, once we got to the Southern Water Tribe and we're surrounded by all this bright ice. But it was a good sequence. I enjoyed what they're doing with earthbending and firebending, and a little bit of context as to what Sozin was doing, you know, kind of distract everyone thinking thinking he's going after the Earth Kingdom, but no, he's going after the Avatar. Another thing it's going to be very easy to do is just compare this to the trash movie. So I'll try not to do that so much because this is probably going to do everything 10 times better than the movie. But I like this Aang. I do. He's doing a really good job, this kid, encompassing Aang's character pretty well. He's got that little nature about him, you know, a little bit of wit, and they've done a good enough job, I think, with his character. And, you know, he just wanted to be a kid. He didn't want to be the Avatar, but now he realizes he has to be, and he's got Sokka and Katara. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, Sokka made me a bit nervous. Like I said, he's a character, he's hard to get right. And I don't think he's a character that you can necessarily write like line for line these days, if you will. He's a little bit controversial, God bless him. But throughout the episode, he definitely grew on me. He has that wit about him, and these casting choices are fantastic for Katara and Sokka. They look great. But he's got that tone of voice about him. He was sarcastic, he was popping jokes. He was very serious at the start of the show. I do remember that, so I think they've done a good job there. Obviously, they've reimagined a lot of how this happens at the beginning. It's still relatively the same. We all end up at the same point. No penguin sledding line, man. I'm sad. I'll never forget that. And Zuko and Iroh. I've been talking about Zuko. I think they've absolutely nailed him. We'll see how we go. It is only the first episode. Now, when I think of Iroh, I'm obviously thinking about Marco and Greg Baldwin, you know, like such iconic voice actors. Like, it's not so much what Iroh looks like, it's how he sounds and the things that he says. But as soon as he started talking about tea and that one conversation he had with Aang, that's obviously not in the original, but I really enjoyed it. That got me a little bit more attached. And we'll see how we go with Katara. I can't remember at what point she kind of gets that, you know, motherly kind of nature about her. We know she's very short-tempered and pretty fiery. I guess there was a little bit of that this episode. But what we got from Katara, again, I was happy with. I really like that Aang helps Katara here to kind of get a bit of handle on waterbending, because Katara plays such a big part, obviously, in Aang learning waterbending later on. The music was great, obviously a little bit reimagined, but it hit at all the right moments. And visually, I think it looks really good. The sets look fantastic. The character designs and costumes are great. The bending, like I said, like obviously it has to be CGI. It's quite obviously CGI. It doesn't really bother me as much. I know some people like to harp on about good or bad CGI or whatnot. It doesn't bother me. It looks good. The bending choreography looks good. That's something I actually really enjoyed from the movie, especially Aang's actor. I believe his name was Noah. I can't remember, but he killed it in the movie all those years ago with the bending choreography. And thus far, again, doing a good job. Zuko, it might be a double or like a stunt actor, but he was doing some breakdancing moves, man. He was kicking. I appreciate that. Kind of crazy having Avatar Kyoshi narrate the start of the show, but that makes sense because we are 100 years ago then. And then it's not Katara who says the iconic lines, it's Gran. I actually don't know how I felt about that being there. Obviously, it is really cool. I think it's just because we're so familiar with it, you know? I was like, damn, is this too much? Is this kind of cheesy? But I can appreciate it. I appreciate the effort. Sokka's character went through an entire arc this episode. I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it starts as well. He's really apprehensive about this whole situation, but he comes around to it pretty quickly. Like, even though we know what happens, like, I really enjoy here just seeing Sokka listen to Katara about what the right thing to do here is about Aang, not giving him up, and then going and fighting himself and getting his ass set down. And then after that, for Aang to say that, you know, he's the bravest person he's ever known. I like that. That's really cool. And Sokka's ego's just gone through the roof. And I love how chummy Sokka was with Aang at the end of the episode, or rather when they were on Appa after all that. And Sokka didn't question wanting to go with Katara. Good stuff. I appreciate it. Now, as we get towards the last third of the episode here, we can kind of start talking about what wasn't in this episode. Obviously, they took out and rearranged a whole bunch of little things, I guess, over the first 2 episodes. A lot of it, it's all good. It's not a big deal. But once we get to Aang being captured, it's a sequence I remember very well in episode 2. Aang fighting Zuko, then Sokka and Katara rocking up, Katara doing her like backwards ice thing, Aang getting thrown into the water again, going into the Avatar state, doing the really sick waterbending sequence, and then of course Zuko and Iroh with their tandem firebending move to bring that massive iceberg down, and I think it wrecked their ship, and that's when they had to go back to Zhao. So I mentioned this during the episode, but my understanding was they really wanted to fit most of the first 3 episodes of the show into this episode along with all that prequel stuff. So that's a pretty tall order. It sucks to not get to see that stuff because it's pretty epic, but at the very least they give us Aang going into the Avatar state when they do get to the Southern Air Temple, which is something they can go through very quickly. Obviously we miss out on Aang kind of reminiscing about a lot of things, you know, playing that game with Sokka and Katara, or trying to hide the fact that the Fire Nation were there. Right, it's all coming back to me now, but Aang's already known about this because I think Gran explains it to him. But again, it all kind of makes sense why they've done this, at least with episode 3. I'm hoping we get Zuko and Zhao next episode. Maybe that happens towards the beginning, because I imagine we're going to Kyoshi Island now, right? And Zuko's got to be there. So I think that Zuko and Zhao stuff might happen, and then, you know, all the Kyoshi stuff, and then Zuko will rock up. But we'll see about all that. Let's not jump the gun with that. I like that they planted the seeds early for Zuko, you know, like obviously we've seen the original, we know, but perhaps for people that haven't, the whole it's not all it's cracked up to be thing for Zuko, you know, you get the Avatar, you get to go home, you know, it's not going to be like that. Iroh's planting those seeds early, and he has a chat with Aang as well, and Aang is really, I guess, wise here as well. Talking that talk with Iroh, like, what do you think is the right thing to do, Iroh? It was a good conversation. I appreciated it. Really lets us see, you know, like, you know that Iroh is like a good guy from the start of the show, but they're just kind of emphasizing that a little bit. And some good Zuko and Aang juxtapositioning at the end as well. I hope we see more of that. That was one of my favorite things about The Last Airbender. All those great uses of filmic techniques. But I think through all of that, I'm pretty happy with that. These episodes are really long, so I might go out of my way not to spend too much time talking about them, just for my sake. I think this episode, though, episode 1, is extra long, though, as the pilot. But I'm excited for Kyoshi Island. Suki was one of my favorite characters. I really enjoyed her presence in The Last Airbender, and this is where Sokka's character, I guess, really starts to get defined. And look, I have heard things that they've had to take some things out of Sokka's character, understandable, but we'll see how we go with that. But thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next episode of Avatar.